Going to Argentina never even really crossed my mind because I never thought that I would be able to. It was an amazing opportunity to even be offered the trip. When I got the email, I didn't even hesitate. I'm on board, and I believe I was the first one to sign up.
Thank you. I've never been more excited in my life.
I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was just excited that I was going to get to go to another country.
I was a freshman in 2019, and I only had one normal semester, and we were supposed to go to Greece summer of 2020, and that just got completely wiped away. So when I heard about the Argentina trip, I just had to go. I knew it'd be a good time and learning different cultures, so I was excited about that.
It's hard to describe, but here everything just seems much more lively. The plants that are on everyone's windows, on everyone's balconies, the graffiti on the wall, it just is so colorful and so lively.
Coming to Argentina was a big culture shock, definitely. From walking on the sidewalks in the street to basic cleanliness. I mean, we go walking around in the morning and they have people picking up the streets and making sure it looks clean and everything. And I mean, it's been different, and it feels so unnatural to come to a country that you aren't necessarily the spotlight. English wasn't the spotlight here, so you really couldn't understand what people were saying sometimes. So it was definitely a big shock.
For me, being in another country, especially for the first time, it's a shock. Whenever you first get there, you don't know what things to do that are right and what things to do that are really wrong. But once you see that these people really want to introduce you to their culture and their values and the way that they see things and their ideas, you come out of that shell. And that's exactly what we did today.
Today we came to Estancia and I got to ride horses, and it's a ranch that has so many peacocks, and I love peacocks.
We got to sit down and eat lunch at Estancia, and we were fed all this amazing food. Then all of a sudden they come out with these dances, these traditional dances. I remember thinking this is a great show. The dances were very unique. I've never seen anything like it. The way the woman danced, it was very feminine. And the way the man danced, it was so masculine that it kind of showed the culture uses both types of people to come together and create something really beautiful. I just wanted to get up there and start dancing with them, and eventually we got to, which was a cool experience.
I was so happy that they asked us to go in the middle of the circle or to do it, because growing up I did something like that. And ever since then, it's been a really long time, and ever since then I wanted to do something like that again. People who don't know how to do a dance but are forced to do it, it's just something that you won't see anywhere else.
Today, whenever we were dancing, they were playing the drums to their rhythm, and it was a different rhythm than what I'm used to hearing. So to be able to hear that and be able to dance with it, it was very interesting, and it's different for me because I've never done it before.
My favorite part of being here has definitely been the dancing. I love dancing. They had these ropes, and they were just swinging the rope beside them and across from them, and I noticed that the part where they would hit their feet on the ground and kick, it's kind of similar to clogging or tapping in America, or an Irish dance. I thought it was amazing. I loved it.
Today in Argentina, we're able to replant plants for a disability center. We learned a lot about the native plants of Argentina And it was also awesome because the plants that we planted was basically a new beginning. They haven't been touched since COVID, so.
We potted some plants that would bring back some native species of butterflies to the garden, and that was an amazing experience, getting to just be excited about something that I'm not even going to get to see later on, but I know is going to bring people a lot of joy.
It was awesome because they were telling us about how much they cherish the disabilities there and how well they take care of people and give them the opportunity to be a normal human being.
It was really inspiring to see how much they cared and celebrated people with disabilities and differences in their culture. And I think I learned a lot from seeing and experiencing that firsthand. And I remember for myself wanting to do more with that back here in the US.
One thing that I like about Argentina that's different from the US is how close together and how tight-knit everyone seems to be as a group. In the US, I feel like we do things alone more often. It just seems like it's everywhere here in Argentina. More so than I feel like in most places in the US.
The biggest thing for me about Argentina's culture and our culture, something that I'll take back to us, is how they cherish other people. Everybody's the same. They care so much about people. Even when we went to the disability center, they're talking about how they wanted to treat people normally. And we saw a blind man walking down the street and a man didn't hesitate to help him out. So I think for me it's caring for people and, you know, not hesitating to help them out when they need it. And I feel like we could use some of that in the States as well.
If you would have asked me a year ago that I would have been in Argentina over spring break, I would have not have believed you at all. Throughout the week, I never really felt like an outsider. I felt so welcomed by everyone that served us, even while we were serving them. I learned a lot about myself from this trip. It helped me learn that I need to slow down, not do as much, and really focus on the people around me and the relationships that I create with people throughout my life.
Here in Argentina, relationships are way more important. I get so focused on my future that I tend to miss out on creating relationships. So I think now after this, I'm gonna not worry so much about things that only involve me, that I'm gonna actually take the time to make friends while I'm at college that are gonna be long lasting.
You know, don't be scared to try new things, especially if you're given the opportunity to study abroad or go on trips like these. You know, run with it.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me, provided by Western, that I'm so grateful for. Now I want to travel more, and I want to go even back to Argentina, and I want to see other cultures and other places, just so I can continue to grow. Anyone else gets to have this opportunity, definitely need to take it, because it will be a trip of a lifetime.